What's up everybody, Kinetic here, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. These weeks seem to be really long waiting in between missions, it seems like. I wonder how you guys are feeling about the weekly versions of the viewer-driven story, or whether you would like to see more frequent updates as they can be available, or do you like kind of like the routine of it, knowing when to expect a new video from the viewer-driven series? You guys are gonna have to let me know that in the comment section, because I'm quite curious. But here we are, of course, in
Yes, Commander.
Skyhold. I overheard something. Thought somebody was talking. It was probably Colin. This is actually a really cool point in the game where you get to explore Skyhold, of course, and you get to know kind of like where we stand as far as like our position here at Skyhold. There's some new NPCs that are introduced, and overall, like I said, I think previously in the last video, it's a really interesting and fun point in the game where you get to kind of experience the introduction of Skyhold in its existence as it is, all battered and broken, and the NPCs, your war council members, are trying to figure out, you know, what to do next. It's very, very fun. So let's you know what? Let's just go ahead and we'll get started by looking for coal.
This thing is not a stray puppy you can make into a pet. It has no business being here.
Wouldn't you say the same of an apostate?
Inquisitor, I wondered if Cole was perhaps a mage, given his unusual abilities.
He can cause people to forget him, or even fail entirely to notice him. These are not the abilities of a mage. It seems that Cole is a spirit.
It is a demon.
If you prefer, although the truth is somewhat more complex.
I'm not sure how much more complexity I need, Solus.
Indeed, my dear. He may call it whatever he likes, but it is still a threat.
In fact, his nature is not so easily defined.
Speak plainly, Solas. What are we dealing with?
Demons normally enter this world by possessing something. In their true form, they look bizarre, monstrous.
But you claim Cole looks like a young man. Is it possession?
No. He has possessed nothing and no one, and yet he appears human in all respects. Cole is unique, Inquisitor. More than that, he wishes to help. I suggest you allow him to do so.
That's a really awesome camera angle. Why don't I always look like that from this perspective at my chick Hawke? This is brilliant.
What do you mean by possession?
Spirits and demons cross over from the Fade by attaching themselves to something in this world. But Cole has willfully manifested in human form without possessing anyone.
What is Solus talking to? Is he talking to... is he talking to her tits? Or is he... Solus, you fucking perv, you.
The demons who came through the breach, or through the rifts, weren't possessing anything.
These demons were drawn through against their will, driven mad by this world. But Cole predates the breach. From what we can tell, he has lived here for months, perhaps years. He looks like a young man. For all intents and purposes, he is a young man. It is remarkable.
I should hear what Cole has to say for himself. Where is he now?
If none of us remember him, he could be anywhere.
Haven.
What the
So
hell?
many soldiers fought to protect the pilgrims so they could escape. Choking fear. Can't think from the medicine, but the cuts rack me with every heartbeat. Hot, white pain. Everything burns. I can't. I'm going to... I'm dying. I'm... dead.
You're feeling their pain?
It's louder this close, with so many of them.
Would you like to go somewhere more comfortable?
Yes, but here is where I can help. Every breath slower. Like lying in a warm bath. Sliding away. Smell of my daughter's hair when I kiss her goodnight. Gone. Cracked brown pain. Dry. Scraping. Thirsty. Here.
Thank you.
It's all right. She won't remember me.
You're using your powers as a spirit to help people.
Yes? I used to think I was a ghost. I didn't know. I made mistakes, but I made friends too. Then a Templar proved I wasn't real. I lost my friends. I lost everything. I learned how to be more like what I am. It made me different, but stronger. I can feel more. I can help.
If you're willing, the Inquisition could use your help.
Yes, helping. I help the hurt. The helpless. There's someone. Hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Someone make it stop hurting. Make her, please. The healers have done all they can. It will take him hours to die. Every moment will be agony. He wants mercy. Help.
Stop being a bitch and take the pain, punk. No. I always give him a chance. Or no, sorry. I always end his pain. But I'm wondering what it's like to give him a chance. I'll have to find out from another save or something, because I feel really bad letting people suffer. Like, I'm that type of person that that believes in what's the medical word for it? Euthanasia? Is that it? Where you put somebody like kind of out of their misery because nothing can be done anymore for them. They wish for it, you know, simply because their condition is essentially terminal. So I always go for end his pain.
All right. Help him.
It's all right. I want to stay.
All right. That's only the beginning. There is so much to do here in Skyhold. I hope you guys don't mind. I'd actually like to just kind of spend this episode just exploring around and talking to NPCs and stuff like that. There's so much cool stuff and so many good conversations.
Inquisitor? Is there something I can do for you? I should really focus my attention on the injured.
Do we have many injured men?
Fewer by the day. The most grievously injured did not survive the journey to Skyhold. As for the rest, they either heal or... I try to make the passing painless.
I haven't seen you before.
The commander brought me up from the refugee camps. I'd been helping the pilgrims in simple ways. Setting broken bones, simple amputations and such. We need all the help we can get.
You aren't a mage. Shouldn't we let the mage healers deal with this?
Magic can't cure everything, and we shouldn't rely on it. Science, your worship, is the way of the future. Good health isn't magic, it's diet, exercise, and a balance of the humors.
I wholeheartedly agree with you, miss. Diet, exercise, and a balance of humors.
As you were.
Your worship.
Alright. Yeah, these conversations, in and of themselves, I think are really, really cool. So there's some good storytelling to be had here. Let's talk to Cully.
Send men to scout the area. We need to know what's out there.
Yes, sir.
Commander, soldiers have been assigned temporary quarters.
Very good. I'll need an update on the armory as well. Now! We set up as best we could at Haven, but could never prepare for an archdemon, or whatever it was. With some warning, we might have...
We were all shaken by what happened.
If Corypheus strikes again, we may not be able to withdraw. And I wouldn't want to. We must be ready. Work on Skyhold is underway. Guard rotations established. We should have everything on course within the week. We will not run from here, Inquisitor.
How many were lost?
Most of our people made it to Skyhold. It could have been worse. Morale was low, but has improved greatly since you accepted the role of Inquisitor.
Inquisitor Adar. It sounds odd, don't you think?
Not at all.
Is that the official response?
I suppose it is. But it's the truth. We needed a leader. You have proven yourself.
You responded quickly to the attack on Haven. Without that, so many more would have died. I'm grateful for any help you can give.
Thank you, Inquisitor. I will do everything I can to ensure the security of our people. You have my word.
Yeah, I really like that bit between Cullen and the Inquisitor there. Let's see if Cole has anything more to say.
Roderick was sorry before he died.
Oh.
I wasn't aware you and Roderick were acquainted.
He was hurt. Red inside from the Templar, but red outside from the Templar too. Needed help to walk. Limping, light, leaning on the young like old Pepe when the road was icy. He called me a fine young man. He said he was sorry for what he did to you.
Did he tell you why he was sorry?
Blood everywhere. Monsters, madness, dying, we're all dying. The Herald stands against it, and heads turn. Desperate and simple, pure. Voices in the chantry. Years since I'd sung the song and felt it flowing through me. But this is real, this is real. So long since I'd felt it. Falling, flying, faith, and I fought her. Maker, forgive me. I hope I did enough.
That's pretty cool. That's actually the first time I've even heard that bit between him and about Roderick like that. Sarah.
So, Inquisitor. It is Inquisitor now, right? Remember that war we talked about stopping? Full of little baddies I can stick with little arrows. That's not a friggin' archdemon, is it? Droste, what do I step in?
Let me know what she says. I could use some clarification myself.
It's swearing, not praying. She doesn't answer. Not like she's supposed to. I know what happened to you. Or what everyone here thinks happened. It seems... I don't know what it seems.
The ancient thing trying to kill us seems pretty real.
Don't get me started. Oh, wait. Too late, right? A Magister who cracked the Black City. It's a hazy dream, right? I mean, if it's real, then the seat of the Maker? Real thing. A seat needs a butt, so the Maker? Real thing. Fairy stories about the start and end of the world? Real things. It's too far, innit? I just want to plug the Skyhold rubbish so I can go play.
As long as you're reliable when we go Magister hunting, stay for whatever reason you like.
Like don't have nuts to do with it. Not when we're tracking monsters that shouldn't be. What I want is to get everything back to business as usual. A nice simple system with simple problems. Helps me, helps people, helps you. In that order. For now.
Okay, People have been asking about the whole romance thing as if it's mandatory in every playthrough. For me, romancing is kind of like a side event. It's never really been something that I or put emphasis on when I'm doing my playthroughs in BioWare games. But I'm wondering, this is your chance. In fact, there will be a few different questions, I think, here in this video. For example, like, what do you think about the frequency of these updates? Next question, who would you like to see my Hawke chick? Our Kunari warrior. Who would you like to see her romance? I think it would be pretty interesting to see her romancing with Sarah, but that's just me. I don't really care. It doesn't matter at all to me. That's up to you. Let me know in the comments. For now, I'll just leave it with a different option.
You're starting to not sound completely crazy.
I know, scary, innit? So bring 'em on. But first, food. I'm starving.
Have you met this friend of Varric's, Inquisitor?
Not yet, no.
It had better not be who I think it is. I will wring that little bastard's neck.
Why? Who do you think it is?
Someone Varric claimed he could not contact. Someone the Inquisition, indeed all of Thedas, desperately needed. I'll reserve judgment until I know for certain. No need to have that rogue screaming persecution yet again.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
That reminds me, I almost forgot. We need to go have a chat with Varric. Let's go do that now. Okay, well, this way is blocked. Isn't he? Yeah, he's right there, isn't he? So there's gotta be a way from here, right? Oh yeah. No sweat. I think this is a bedroom, isn't it? When it gets... No, that's a different room. What does this get remodeled into? I can't remember. Alright, Varric. So, who is this magical meeting with?
Inquisitor, meet Hawke, the champion of Kirkwall.
Though I don't use that title much anymore.
Hawke, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him, after all.
You've already dropped half a mountain on the bastard. I'm sure anything I can tell you pales in comparison.
Oh, I don't know. You did save a city from a horde of rampaging Kunari.
I don't see how that really applies. Or is there a horde of rampaging Kunari I don't know about?
I am a horde of rampaging Kunari.
So, then, what can I tell you?
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
So Corypheus has the Venatori, the Red Templars, and now possibly the Wardens as well. Wonderful.
I didn't come this far just to give you bad news. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Alistair. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe.
Hopefully, my friend in the Wardens will know more.
I appreciate the help.
I'm doing this as much for myself as for you. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time I'll make sure of it. Inquisitor.
That's awesome. This is the first time I've actually seen Hawke as a female rather than the default male. I'm not sure which one I prefer. What do you guys think? The female Hawke or the male Hawke? Which one is cooler for you?
You said you thought you killed Corypheus.
The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. And I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back, or maybe it's altered into magic. But he was dead, I swear it.
It's kind of hard to hear
We'll talk later.
the conversation
I'll meet you at
because of the distance, I think, maybe? This is one of the weird things about, like, listening in on conversations sometimes. Like, the position of the camera, which, of course, is tied to the character, influences the volume for whatever weird reason.
Let me know if you have any other questions. Otherwise, I'll meet you at Crestwood.
I can't tell if that's any better or not. let's how about this? It almost looks like a romance scene now.
Where did you go after the mages rebelled?
I heard the Chantry might be sending an exalted march to Kirkwall to put down the rebellion. I hoped that leaving would save lives and force the Divine to divide her forces to come after me. As it turned out, I needn't have bothered. All the circles started rising up and the exalted march never came.
I'd like to know more about Anders. What was he like?
I don't know if there ever was just an Anders. He was crazy. By the end, there was nothing left in him, except this insane need to start a war no one could win.
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
When the Wardens began acting strangely, I had my friend Aveline take my sister out of the Free Marches. They've both seen enough trouble because of me.
I assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition. What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition. I think the exact phrase was, has a good shot at fixing Blondie's mess.
We'll talk later.
Right.
Cool. This is actually turning out better than I remember. As far as, like, what we can get from kind of just here arriving at Skyhold. Let's see, what else is there? Well, we need to go, obviously, to the war room. Let's see, who haven't I had an interesting conversation with? Blackwall. Vivian, I don't care about Vivian, ever. Everything that comes out of her mouth, I wish she never said. Pretty much. Cullen was cool, Cole is cool. Let's see, yeah, let's go chat with Blackwall. I think he might have something fun to say. I tested Cassandra and Iron Bull, but not too much out of them. Let's see, Solus, we already pretty much experienced. Liliana. Liliana's a good chat, I think. And looks like Josephine definitely has something to say. Cool, let's go over there. Chat with Blackwall.
So, this is Skyhold. Come, let's walk the ramparts. I want to examine our fortifications. We'll be able to see Corypheus coming from miles away.
He's not going to get the better of us again.
We lost good soldiers that day, loyal men and women. Let him come. I swear I'll take the Twister bastard down, even if I have to die to do it.
You see this as a personal insult, don't you?
If it's not personal for you, maybe it should be. The people flock to your banner, eager to fight for the Herald of Andraste. Their faith is a leash, and your Inquisition has taken hold of it. Tell me honestly, are you what they say you are? Andraste's chosen?
There is so little I remember. What if they're right?
Does it even matter? Don't you see what you are to them? Without you, they'd be consumed by despair. We all would. They need you to be Andraste's messenger. It gives them hope. The truth doesn't matter. Listen to me talk. Your time is valuable and I've wasted enough of it.
I really like Blackwall. He's one of my favorite characters, but damn, I wish he would lighten up sometimes. just a little bit, man. I would love to see. Is there maybe even I don't know? Is there a scene between him and Iron Bull just like at the tavern, chilling, drinking, laughing and stuff? That would be awesome if there was such a little mini event.
Brilliant, isn't it? One moment you're trying to restore order in a world gone mad. That should be enough for anyone to handle, yes? Then, out of nowhere, an archdemon appears and kicks you in the head. What? You thought this would be easy? No, I was just hoping you wouldn't crush our village like an anthill. Sorry about that. Archdemons like to crush, you know. Can't be helped. Am I speaking too quickly for you?
I was distracted. That's all.
Distracted? By my wit and charm? I have plenty of both.
I really didn't mean to choose that option. It just sounded interesting, and then I noticed the heart as I was clicking it.
Today, at least.
Oh, you wound me. I always assumed the Elder One behind the Venatori was a Magister. But this is something else completely. In Tevinter, they say the Chantry's tales of Magisters starting the Blight are just that. Tales. But here we are. One of those very Magisters. A dark spawn.
Who does the Imperium say started the Blight?
You know how it is. Not us. They say Darkspawn were always there. Magisters and the Blight aren't even related. Is that a surprise? No one wants to admit they shit the bed. But if Corypheus is one of the Magisters who entered the Black City and he's Darkspawn, what other explanation is there?
We only know what Corypheus claims to be.
True. He might be a convincing liar, or delusional, or insane. But how many delusional maniacs are going to have that knowledge? He broke open the Fade. I knew what I was taught couldn't be the whole truth, but I assumed there had to be a kernel of it, somewhere. But no. It was us all along. We destroyed the world.
Last I checked, the Blights hadn't actually destroyed the world.
Not for lack of trying. If they were more clever, they'd have unleashed something that would really do the job. No one will thank me whatever happens. No one will thank you either. You know that, yes?
That's not why I'm doing this.
I knew there was something clever about you. All I know is this. Corypheus needs to be stopped. Men like him ruined my homeland. I won't stand by and let him ruin the world. Oh, and congratulations on that whole leading the Inquisition thing, by the way.
Alright. There is one more conversation that I want to have before we move on to the blacksmith and the war room. Actually, two more conversations. Let's hit the stairs over here. And find Liliana.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
The names of those we lost. You must blame me for this. We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame. I keep wondering if I could have done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time. I was afraid to lose my agents. And instead, we lost Haven. More likely, they would have stayed out there, died, and we would have lost Haven anyway. You don't know that. Their lives could have bought Haven a small chance. My people know their duty. They know the risks. They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives. True. They're our soldiers. They'll do what we need them to. If Corypheus is cold, I must be colder. War demands sacrifices of us all.
Lillian is another character that I think needs to lighten up. Maybe her, Blackwall, and Iron Bull just need to hit the tavern, take some shots. Sarah shows up, starts taking the piss out of them, and then they just have a great old time.
I've made some inquiries into the Imperial Court. The sooner we deal with the threats to the Empress, the better. The political situation in the Empire is dangerously unstable. It will complicate matters.
Everything in the Empire complicates matters. It's the Orlesian national pastime.
Turn your nose up at the grand game if you like, Commander, but we play for the highest stakes, and to the death.
The Court's disapproval can be as great a threat as the Venatori. We must be vigilant to avert disaster.
Don't worry, Josephine. We'll protect the Empress no matter what.
I pray you're right. If your vision of the future comes to pass, the death of the Empress heralds the destruction of everything. Orlais holds Tevinter at bay. All of Thedas could be lost if the Empire falls to Corypheus. Celine is holding peace talks under the auspices of a grand masquerade. Every power in Orlais will be there. It's the perfect place for an assassin to hide.
Does Celine know about the threats against her? Can we send word?
I've sent messages to the Empress, but it's impossible to know if she's received them. I'll arrange for an invitation at your discretion, Inquisitor.
What a perfect way to end off this episode, I think. There you go, guys. The next actual mission, besides our mission to explore Skyhold here, will be to go to the Grand Masquerade, which, yeah, admittedly is not my favorite mission, but the fight at the end is really cool. That is, of course, if you have a fight. You guys know what I'm talking about. Surely most of us have actually done the full game by now, and now we're just sort of kind of witnessing other perspectives. But that is going to do it for this video. Let me know again, like I said before, in the comment section about how you like the frequency of these videos, whether you would like to see more frequent updates, more regular videos, not just waiting for every weekend. This will have a big impact on how often I post videos, of course. For example, this could be the video for this weekend, and then we'll do the Orlais Masquerade next weekend. It's up to you. Let me know in the comment section, as well as other things that I asked for your feedback about in the comment section. As always, click the like button to show your support for these videos here on the channel, and stay subscribed. More viewer-driven story and other Dragon Age Inquisition videos are on the way. Thanks again for watching. My name is Kinetic, and I'll see you next time.